Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Raynday Gaming. My name is Raynday, and today we got some Paladins action from the new OB36 patch, and it's all about Damba today. I'm hoping to play him, and we jumped into competitive, and I'm going to walk you through exactly what changed with him, why he got so good, why he is so important right now into the meta, and breaking up the dreaded shield comp, what we see so often, just be a dominating feature in competitive play and in casual play. Just basically grab a bunch of tanks, sit on the point, and you win. Well, Damba was kind of introduced to counter that. We see here we got the competitive. This is how you draft in Paladins. It's great. This is what one of the differentiators I love about this game. We picked the Bomb King and they went into a flanker and a Fernando, which means that, oh my god, we have now selected Buck and Ying. I said Barrack and Makoa was needed there because now they can grab. They have 2 free picks, so they could actually grab Barrack, and it looks like they're hovering over him now, and Makoa if they wanted. So that would leave us with pretty much only Ruckus, and Ruckus is nowhere near the level of tank there. I'm grabbing Damba because you know what? I was telling him, guys, I think we need this. He chose Buck. They chose Ying, who's a great healer, but I'm just like, you know what? Guys, I need to do it. And maybe this is actually perfect. Oh my god, the Ruckus. We still had the Makoa. He decides to go with the Ruckus. So they have a full death. If they pick Makoa here, this is as death ball as it gets. And this is where hopefully Damba will be able to showcase himself and the changes. And we'll see if they're actually real changes, right? Because his whole goal is to be able to apply point pressure, to get people off the point, to fear them, to increase the damage they take, to be able to throw his guard down. Guard. Yeah, I think it's called guard down. I used to say Gourd, but it's called throw his guard down and be able to damage enemies, heal allies, and make it so difficult to stand on that point so that you have to have a different strategy, and they still haven't picked yet. Oh, so it is the Makoa. So now I'm just letting my team know, and this is something I encourage, if there's ever a Barrack on the enemy team, tell your teammates to kill the turrets, please. If there's a Ying, if there's a Barrack, make sure one of you grabs Bulldozer, or you're all super coordinated. I don't let anyone grab Bulldozer. One of the actually things that you can do as Damba, since his damage scaling isn't that great, it's 450 base, so increasing that by 50% with Wrecker is not a lot. You get like 600 damage against a shield, but being able to do that to a turret actually makes a big difference. And so being able to actually get that turret down quickly out of the fight, your basic attacks shoot rather quickly, you'll be able to have a lot more impact, I feel. So we are at the total counter to the death ball here. We've got Ruckus, who is not a great tank. He doesn't have the type of sustain or shields for his teammates. He could shield himself, but he doesn't have shields for us. He can apply a certain buff called his basically repulsor field, and that will actually give us 50% damage reduction for a little bit, but he's got to be on the point to use it. So if he's not near a payload and he's not near a capture point, we are kind of SOL there. So here's my build that I put together today. Here's the loadout. It's called Mini Gourds. Gourd got buffed. That's why I want to talk to you about this. This is why I think Damba is going to be the next step, and this is why it's a perfect game to check it out. So Gourd got buffed, and it used to do, I believe, heal allies only 200, and now it heals allies 280. So that's quite a big increase going there. So that's already a huge thing. You're getting that 80 extra health per tick to all of your allies who stand in it. But then, that's including yourself. But then you have the damage increase, and that's what's been significant. They have doubled the damage on Gourd. So it is actually going to mean that Gourd does, instead of 100 damage per second, 200 damage per second to anyone standing on it, and that becomes interesting. Here we go for the left-hand flank. There's the Androxus. I'm trying to hit him with a Cobra, and now I just reload and look for a stun on the point. So I throw my Gourd down. There's a great stun from Bomb King, and all of that pressure is fantastic. The Androxus, he's following me, though. Oh, God, get out of here. Oh, no, I cannot. And that is the kill. They've taken me down, and it looks like we are losing this point pretty badly. Even though now we're starting to contest, the Ruckus is there. The Ying's keeping him up, and the Buck is jumping around doing enough. So I'm surprised at how well we're doing here. The Androxus, though, is still, you could see him sniping from the corner. No one has paid any mind to him after he killed me. He's now killed our Buck. I'm trying to go for him. I want to set up the nice reload to start. I miss it, though. The animation is a little off, and now I'm trying to get him. Oh, he nether steps away, and now I can't find him. I like to do these anticipatory reloads, and you'll notice that when I go around a corner or go somewhere, I'll actually press R right as I'm rounding it because I'm expecting someone a lot of times to be there. So there's one. They're throwing the Gourd, and that's a lot of damage, but I get hooked by the Makoa, and that spells trouble. I use my Mending Spirits onto the Ruckus to keep him alive a little bit. That's all I can do to impact this fight because I'm dead again. And it's 81%, 84, and 87 onto the point. So Maldamba's Gourd not looking to be as effective yet, but I think part of it was that just getting picked off by the Androxus so early, I wasn't able to have enough impact in that fight. Maldamba is the newest champion in Paladins, and when he throws that snake, he can actually stun enemies. So that's the key there. He's going to be able to stun enemies. I'm hiding around this corner here trying to find Grok there. He's basically looking to apply some damage and zone out for his team. That's one of the things you can do. Advanced guarding, we like to call it. Here it is, peeking around the corner, trying to find the damage onto Grok. And of course, I can't go Deft Hand, so I can't increase my reload speed. So I got to just get used to that timing. But I've got a card inside my loadout. It's going to give me 20% extra reload speed. We're burning down Fernando's shield. This would be a perfect time to Gourd, but it's not up. And there it is, looking for the stun. I do hit one on the Fernando, and that's the kill. Paidong with the Bomb King gets it. And now we're going for more. I'm going to focus down the turrets. As always, like I said, looking for the stun on the Androxus. I'm going to actually slither towards him, and I get the kill finally. And I reload to look for the stun, and we actually almost get it on the Makoa. It looks like a Jolt Poppy Bomb will take care of that. Ruckus staying healthy. I use my Mending Spirits. He uses an emitter. And that's turning out to be a really nice combo. Because the Ruckus has most Ruckuses, they use the loadouts that give them some healing when they throw their big shield on. That is actually one of those things that can go really well in tandem with Maldamba's kind of overtime healing, because you have the overtime healing from Ruckus, you've got those personal shields. He becomes really hard to take down. There's the ultimate. Sunday we gonna, and now I'm trying to find some damage. I want to get rid of these turrets though. I get a stun on the barrack and throw the guard down. It's going to do a little bit, but not enough. I just need to stay alive and out of sight. I try the Mending Spirits. I think I missed though onto the Buck, and he's in his ultimate. So now he's CC immune. Throw the Gourd down as well, just to stop, do a little healing, and try and do some damage onto the team. But although it's good damage, it's not enough. The Makoa, the Ancient Rage, is chasing towards me, and he gets pulled me back. Oh no, I got my Gourd down. It's not enough. Oh, I feel so sad. I feel helpless. I feel like a little dog who's ran out into the street, doesn't know where his house is. Mom, Dad, owner, please help me. I can't fight this big turtle. He's got an Ancient Rage Bear. There's a turret there, and he's basically already zoned me out. So again, we didn't really play this right, and I'm trying to see if we can stall this. Okay, we get the turret. Makoa, he's so low. I gotta get him. Oh no, my goodness. So they get the kill onto me, and again, I go straight into Bulldozer too. That's just what I want, guys. So pretty much now it's full commit, and they're up 2-0. We've got this team that's on paper pretty bad until now, but Maldamba, I'm still hoping. I didn't have a fair shot. Like that last round was not a fair shot. I got into 1v1. I wasn't able to apply point pressure. I got into 1v1 with the Androxus. I just need to avoid that scenario, take down the turrets, throw my guard on, be that support, right? Sometimes being a support isn't necessarily doing like, you know, that 1v1 battle or doing the Gourd. Sometimes it's a mix of everything. Sometimes, hey, focus the turrets. That's what I need my support to do right now. Then you can heal me. Then you can get into the 1v1, finish that off, or collapse onto somebody who's already low. Then you can actually throw the Gourd down, right? Then that would be most important. So I'm really going to be focusing on that. Take the straightaway approach. Don't want to be flanked. They're going to the point. There's the Gourd, and it's going to do some damage there. There's the Pumpkin Grumpy Bomb, and that's a 3-man stun. I'm looking for the stun and the damage from range, and they're really burning low. I'm getting a lot, and there's the Gourd. It's going to keep my teammates up. I already see where the Androxus is, and I know he's coming for me, and now I like the sound of this 1v1. I'm going to get him, and there it is. Music Moss goes down. The Gourd to keep my allies alive, and the Sunday we gonna, the damage amp and the fear onto the Fernando. I need to get away from this Makoa. I use a Slither, and now I'm out of harm's reach. So that was really good. I knew I couldn't get the kill, but I want to stay alive, and that's going to help me because my teammates, they can finish up that kill, right? Sometimes we feel, hey, I need the kill. It's a 1v1 game. No, your teammates are there. Stay alive. Keep that healing up so you don't have to go back to base, and then you're more impactful in the game. And I don't need to chase that Androxus because he's used his cooldown. He can't get back. The Buck's already doing that, but now I do want to help him, and there it is. Yanius. I don't even know how to pronounce that, but we got the objective already, and it's perfect. We finally do it. I'm looking for the stun. I miss it on the Makoa. His movement's pretty good to stay around. I throw the Gourd down. I'm looking for him. He's looking for me, and I really want the damage. Ying, help me out. There's the Ancient Rage. I'm kiting him around and going near the Ying clone and throwing my Gourd down. Now I got a lot of healing. Look at my health. It's really good. I can't stun him because I know I have, he's CC immune. So now I've just kited him this entire time. The Gourd is back up, and I'm slithering to where my teammates are. He's going to have to face me, Bomb King, Ruckus, and Ying if he wants to keep fighting. And now he's in a bad place. Stuck between a rock and a snake as I go ahead and take him down. I'm looking for the reload onto somebody, but this push is going great. We just keep him staggered, and that's the key. The Grok goes in the ultimate. Doesn't do too much damage. He's using this incorrectly. So with Grok, this new ult, right, that he has, it used to do a lot of damage. Here it is. Focus the turret. Get that down. No more healing for Grok. Me and Buck on him now. He's got the shield, but it doesn't matter. The Gourd will heal us up. But with Grok, right? So that is all about team support. If you use that to try and get kills, you're not going to be very successful. And that's what he kind of did. That used to be very damaging in terms of kills as the Makoa. Really nice block there, but it doesn't do that anymore. So just be aware of that. I used the fear just to get the Makoa out of the way, just to get some damage onto him, set up the stuns, and there's the stun. Me and Ruckus take him down, and now we can start snowballing this. Here's the Fernando. He's going to go down now. We throw the Gourd down, and it's only a matter of time before Barrack gets down. That's a great grumpy bomb. It's a good timing, the double stun, and if you kill Barrack, you can kill the turrets, but I realized he was going to stay up a little too long, so I slither out of that, and I can heal up, and he's going to have trouble. There it is, his lockdown ultimate, but see, I got Bulldozer. I'm going to kill that up, and he just gets poppy bombed off the ledge. So Paidong doing the work. The God's work there, just taking away Barrack, throwing him off the ledge, and we're so close to converting. We've got 40 seconds for this. There's 3 tanks up, and their damage is starting to lack. They're starting to feel the inability to finish us off, especially as we keep kiting them around. That's the benefit of being able to take down these tanks, and the stun is going to do so much damage and set up the kill. Androxus, we need to get him out of the fight, and now it's just Barrack. I'm going for the turret again. Don't want to let him get out. I missed the stun, but who cares, because we got the push, baby, and that's what's up. The double stun onto the Fernando for the salt, and that's all we need. I got Bulldozer potentially level 3, and I think it's worth it to take it. There's a couple things I can do. I get the Sunday We Gonna, the morale boost to increase my ultimate. I can do Haven, so they do even less damage to me, which is okay. But Bulldozer 3, sometimes, it's taking me 2 shots to kill those turrets or kill that, that ultimate turret. And it's like, I'd rather just do that with 1 shot. If I could do that with 1 shot, economy, be very efficient, I can go in. So now you're starting to see that Gourd, the power of the healing and the damage now. They're not having a lot of capabilities to stay in the game and stay on point. That is really where their issues are arising. They are losing their ability to really stay on that point, especially with the Grumpy Bomb and the Gourd. So that's what I want to look at here as we try to continue this push. There's the Gourd. It's already taken away, doing a ton of damage underneath the shield. So that shield's not blocking that damage. And there they are, standing on the point. They get stunned. And look at this combo damage. They're already dead. Almost 2 of them. The Fernando's going down. I'm looking for the stun under the Grok. And we got to make sure we don't let him go heal up his allies. But I need the Gourd to heal up mine as well. I'm still a support. Got to keep that in mind. We want to chase him, but it's not worth getting away from the point so much so that we don't support our teammates there. And now we want to take the healing turret down. There it is. We got it. A nice stun. The Guard's going to do the damage, heal us up, and we've won this point already. There's the Barrack, but hey, buddy, I already see where you're going. 1,100 damage onto that turret. It's basically ineffective, and we've nullified Barrack, and I want to educate people who play Paladins, right? It's basically a re-education process. So they get pulled by Makoa, but that's not going to do enough damage for me. The truth is, with Barrack, if you're able to take down his turrets, he is going to become not an issue, a non-issue for you and your team. But a lot of the problem is, as the nice snipe from the mid-air timing goes onto the Fernando, a lot of the problem is that we're actually caught up most of the time in kind of what's in front of us, right? The turrets, they hide behind, sight, they hide behind the shield. You think there's a guy running around, that you think that's what you need to shoot, but Barrack is exponentially stronger with those turrets in place because he gets the bonus damage from his actual shot based on those turrets, and the constant damage and healing that he gets as well allows him to stay in the fight and have much bigger impact than if he's just a dwarf running around with the gun. There's the Grok ultimate. I'm going to slither away, heal up Ruckus. That's all I can do at this moment, and take down the healing totem in 1 blow. There's the stun as well. I don't know if it'll save my life. The guard comes down, but it's not fast enough, and now that I've got Bulldozer 3, it could be a time for me to jump into some other items, excuse me, and I'm actually going to be able to buy Haven and buy morale boost. So I want increased ability to use my ultimate, and I also want the ability to stay alive a little longer against the direct damage. One of the things I'm doing here is I'm actually waiting for my teammates, and this is how sometimes you can have a much more successful push than you anticipated just by waiting and attacking them at at the same time rather than staggering, which is what we call, you know, in the competitive scene, just basically one at a time, right? One of you goes, dies, the next one goes, dies. You're never fighting as a unit. You're just fighting 1v4 or 1v5, right? Your odds are never with you. And that is one of the things that if you want to be a better player, just a simple bit of patience. You know, we had a minute on the clock at that point. I wasn't worried about getting to the payload. And you don't actually have to, you know, act like this is your, you know, you need 8 more turns, right? There's the long range stun, though, by the Androxus. Holy moly, you're looking for it. And we ended up getting it. The Androxus thought he got away, but the reload was on point. I'm getting a little better at these reloads, to be honest. Like, basically firing them from distance. It's just time. But that was hot. That was a hot play. I had to stop whatever I was saying there. There's a Grok ultimate again, using it only with himself around. There is a Barrack around the corner, but I felt that that was very poorly timed. You want the Makoa there. You want the Fernando there to take advantage of getting those extra health pools back. The Fernando, he's chasing me, but I know I can kite him with the Slither, and I also know I've got the stun and my teammate showing up, and this is going to help. The Bomb King's there to maybe finish things off. I go around the corner, and I'm trying to heal. I've got my ultimate, and it's overtime now. The turret is in place, and that's my #1 priority. Now that that's gone, I realize I'm getting kited by 2, and I throw the Gourd down and get some healing, apply some pressure in the fight, even though I had to retreat to the other side. This is a great choke for me to kind of go to the left and the right around, basically use the buildings for a line of sights. And there's the Sunday We Gunna. I throw it in there. I got the heal, and I want the reload, but Makoa's immune, so that reload is not going to have as much impact, and he takes me down with the Ancient Rage. That extra 10,000 health is going to allow that payload, even though we're alive there, for us to step off just enough and for them to get the points. So they got the defense. It's 3-3. It's all coming down to this. This is what we've been working for. The point pressure has been in our favor thus far. We just need to make sure we don't get flanked by the Andro early on. And I also want to make sure that, yes, Veteran could be good, but I'm very close to 600 credits, which means I could buy Haven 2 or, you know, something like Morale Boost 2 if I die. And that will probably be more impactful to me than having just a Veteran at this point, because I can heal myself up very well. So some characters you really need the Veteran, like the Fernando. I wouldn't go without it from this point. But I would say with Maldamba, if I die, I know I'm going to have enough credits to buy one of those other 2 things that'll probably be more impactful in keeping me alive and helping me have a bigger impact on the fight. So those decisions are decisions I love to be making. And the Guard, again, straight onto the point. The Grumpy Bomb and the Guard, that combo was so good. Bomb King and Maldamba really... Instead of Ghost Busters, they're Point Busters, man. The stun is coming in on the end for Fernando, and it's all down to this. The Healing Totem and the turrets are there, and that's my main focus. We get both of those down, and there's the lockdown from Barrack. I want the stun, and I get it onto the Fernando, and I slither away from the damage and let the King Bomb do the work. He takes down 1. Androxus goes down, and they're all retreating. I got to get that totem before it heals up the Fernando enough. He's already at full health, though, but the Grok is stunned, and that means a Ghost Walk should save him, but for how long? The totem comes up again for some reason, and he's full health, but it is only so much time. 2 stuns in a row, and this Grok is going down. I got to get the damage, and it is. I couldn't see his health pool, but I was hoping, I was dreaming. I had a dream like Martin Luther King, and it ended up working out for me, and I'm still alive. I'm going after the Andro, and he's up there, but they have 48% to deal with, and 54% now counting on our side, with only 39% on them, with 4 of us on the point. We're stacking it up quickly. It's 75. They've got to get back on here. The Barrack is going to do something crazy, so I already get rid of his turrets, so he doesn't have that support. Fernando charges in. 93% for us. The Sunday We Gun is available. I've got my ultimate, and I want to use it. The stun on the Makoa gets the kill. Grok is immune, but the damage amp still matters, so we're going to get him down faster than normal. I'll go for the stun, and we get it onto the Grok. The Healing Totem keeps him alive, though, and there's the Fernando. He gets Jolt Forward off with the Bomb King, and it's overtime. Just 1 more stun, and that'll do it. That's the Fernando down. The Grok's down. The Guard goes down as well, and all of the teammates from the enemy team are wiped, and that's a victory for Maldamba on the side of Raynday. Top play introduced in this patch as well. Feature, obviously, you guys are familiar with it. It's very, very just, you know, something I think people have been asking for, and I think the designers put it in because it's a highly requested item. People really love the aspect of seeing who gets the top play, seeing their cool moments afterwards, having everybody watch that. It's kind of like notoriety, and there's another level of notoriety here that's jumped in at the end screen. So you've got the best support, the best front line, the best flank, and the best damage. You get your stats, you get shown off to the entire game as well. There is 1 per each category, so you can't like have 2 damage dealers win. But look at me, I got 108,000 most damage, the most damage in the game, 2nd most healing, 2nd most elimination, 2nd most top kill streak. because I stayed alive so long, but 108k, that's basically 20%. The buck was relatively close, but basically 20% higher than anyone else in this game. And that is Damba right now. That is the power of this champion. It has been wonderful. He has really jumped in now, and I honestly feel that he and Bomb King can finally put together a legitimate counter to the shield comp. Now, the thing is with Makoa, he's going to be able to block that guard. So if he puts up his shell shield in anticipation of the guard, it will bounce off. It will not go through. So you have to be aware of that. You got to throw it at the ground. You got to make sure that you don't let it bounce off those shields and not hit in the area you want. But with the Grumpy Bomb pressure and then the guard pressure, rotating those two things, taking the mini guards card in Maldamba's kit and loadout, it's going to mean that he can do a ton of damage. Those stuns are already crucial. The damage amp from his ult and the Sunday We Gun is just adding the type of kit you need to make this guy really a big impact, and I cannot wait to see him in the last week of esports this weekend. We got a big upgrade, a big cool thing I want to show you all, so make sure to tune in on twitch.tv/Paladins game at 3 p.m. Eastern time on Saturday and Sunday. You will love it. You will enjoy it. We got a nice little surprise for you all there. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to stay tuned for more Paladins or Smite, feel free to subscribe, comment, check out my latest video for Smite or Paladins, and of course, as always, remember to never give up, never stop gaming, and I'll see you all next time.